Well, it's clear after spending 2 hours in the Supreme Court listening to the arguments that the opponents of the Health Reform Act, the Affordable Care Act, are basing their arguments on politics rather than precedents, on politics rather than what is best for the American people. Senator Leahy's right. Every time that we in the Congress have tried to fulfill our obligation under the Constitution to promote the general welfare, there have been those who have tried to undercut it by going to the Supreme Court. They tried to undercut Social Security. They tried to undercut the Voting Rights Act, the Civil Rights Act, you name it. There's always been a group out there to try to undercut what we in Congress have done to promote the general welfare. The Affordable Care Act, I think the arguments that I heard in the Supreme Court this morning are very clear. Congress does have the power to regulate commerce. Every person in this country, virtually every person in this country, will at some point in his or her life use health care. They will be in the commerce of the health care delivery system. The other side, those opponents say, well, but Congress could tell you to pay for it when you get it, but they can't tell you that you have to have insurance to cover you beforehand. Talk about splitting hairs. That's where it now falls into the political realm. I am convinced after listening to the 2 hours this morning that this court can go no other way but to uphold the individual mandate that the Congress has put into the Affordable Care Act. One of the more prominent Republicans in the Senate said at the time when we were passing the health care reform bill that they had to defeat it and make this Obama's Waterloo. The minority leader of the Senate, Senator McConnell, actually said that he wanted his number one priority was to make Obama a one-term president. So that's why I say this has all gotten caught up into the politics of the moment. I think what we have to keep in mind is if they are successful, if the Republicans are successful in repealing this, think about the millions of Americans already, many millions of Americans whose young people are on their parents' policies until they're age 26. They'll take that away from them. Think about all the young people today who are covered with insurance even though they had a pre-existing condition. The Republicans want to take that away from the American people. Think about all the elderly who are now getting benefits from closing the donut hole. And they're getting rebates. I think the average in Iowa last year, they saved $600. Every senior in Iowa. They're going to take that away from the American people. Elderly people now getting prostate cancer screening, colonoscopies, mammogram screening without any co-pays, any deductibles. Millions of elderly Americans are already taking advantage of that. The Republicans want to take that all away from them. That's what's at stake right now, is whether or not we're going to let the Republicans take away from the American people all of these hard-earned, hard-won gains in their own health care system.